Hey there. Happy Sunday. I was just sitting here at home and making my morning breakfast and thinking about, just things I have to get in order in my life. I was also thinking about um, how did the rabbit get his wings? And I was thinking, well, that's a strange thought, isn't it? A rabbit doesn't have wings. And I think sometimes in our minds, in our day, we have these things that are called like tasks to complete, responsibilities, life to keep in order, you know, the chore list. Not only that, but our emotions can kind of be here and there, and quite honestly, some days everywhere. Our mental focus can be off, and there could become a disorder of thoughts. And in order to control this chaotic spin that we at times can go through, we find maladaptive ways to deal with it, to cope with the pain or the uncertainty or whatever process we're trying to align with and structure and order. I'm also here to remind you today because sometimes I get so focused in life, I forget about the really important things: connection to friends, to family. And I wonder if some of my loved ones or one of my listeners needs to hear that it's very important that you don't give up. I know it's been an uphill battle. I know you can feel alone in this world and all the situations that come up, and you just don't know how to share those wounds that we can't see because they're on the inside. We carry these wounds around in life, and we then become, in our minds, a burden to those closest to us. And we could sometimes, in that situation, isolate. I want you to remember you are so worth it. It's very important for you to find a friend, someone you can lean into, talk to about these situations that come up. You'll find people really do care. It's just ourselves that lose that sense of love about who we are. Now, I'm really not big on order. I can live in any situation, adapt, and apply myself in any case. But it's often when I have wonderful conversations with my family, those who I love, that I can discover that sometimes my own approach and thinking to things needs to be reevaluated. And I'm okay with that. Last night, I did an interesting exercise about looking at the version of myself here in this present place, like all past versions of self, well, the one I'm living with presently, and the one that I want to become. I was taking stock, if you know what I mean, and I thought these are kinds of behaviors, characteristics, standards, approaches that are not really serving me. And so, how can I fix that? Well, because I'm an information researching, looks for a clue to help solve it for me and you guy, I found a video last night that was produced by Katie Clark. And in that, she talks about designing your future: be, do, have. And we get it out of order sometimes, this be, do, have. We get thinking about, I've got to do this to have that, and then I'll be it. In her video, she says, you have to own who you want to become. So be it first. And do the tasks, the thinking, the work, all that stuff that brings you to that place where you start to not only have, but experience that version of yourself that exists within you. There's very many key indicators. Take a look at your hobbies, your interests, those you encircle yourself with, how you're spending your time. Ask yourself, hey, is there a change I need to make to actually get to that place where I'm feeling satisfied with my life, what I'm putting myself into, where I think I'm headed? Anyways, I wrote this goodbye letter to myself, and I explained to it that I was very thankful for what it has done for me up till now, but that there was no room here now, as I was becoming and able to identify who I truly want to be. That higher version that's within here. And I set the page on fire. Some of us have these rituals and these actions and ways that we clean out our closet, tidy up the space, declutter our lives, straighten out the order of our thinking. And I think that's what it means to give the rabbit wings. Because after all, isn't it our narrative? Isn't it our story? And sometimes we come to these places in these complex situations that stop us, frustrate us, discourage us. It's one more thing that's in the way. And we stop. So I ask yourself, like I've done for me, to take 5 minutes. Do that compassionate self-inquiry. Check in. Lift and lighten what you're carrying. Because once you avail yourself of your own power again, by doing the things you love, going the places you like to go, experiencing the things you like to experience, ask that question, who am I really? Who am I trying to become? What would I like to have? And what must I do? Once you've got that be, do, have in order, live from being to doing and then having. It's been great to chat with you. I hope to see you again soon, my friends. Till then, take with you all of my love.